students, and welcome back to our online classes of English Language Standard 5th. So students, in our previous period we have learnt the use of a little, the little and little. So students, little means hardly any. It conveys a negative meaning. A little means having some quantity, and the little means not much but all that is. So students, this we have learnt in the previous period, but we also have solved exercise number G or question number G. In that question number G, sentence number 5, I just want to make correction in that sentence. The sentence is like this. She wasted dash money she inherited. So students, the answer of this question is, here we have to use the little. So have you understood? Here we have to use the little. So the answer will be like this. She wasted the little money she inherited. Okay. So this was the correction. I just want to tell you. You also have to do this correction in your textbook, and while writing the question and answers in your exams that are coming now. So you have to write like this. Okay. So have you understood? Now students, same as little, we are going to study about few, a few and the few. Okay. So first of all, we have to study the meaning of few, a few and the few. So the meaning of few is hardly any, and it also conveys a negative sense. A few means in a small number, and the few means not many but all. So one by one we are going to see the examples. So first we are going to see the example of few. Few means hardly any, and it conveys it is used in a negative sense. So the example of this is, a gentleman has few enemies. Gentleman has few enemies. Few enemies means hardly any enemies. Second is a few. A few means small number. Now example of that is, we have a few friends. We have a few friends means we are not having many friends, but we are having few friends. Few means some here. And the third one, the few means not many but all. And the example is, the few friends I had have all gone. Means not many but all. So like this we can form many sentences using few, a few and the few. Okay. So have you understood? So let's move further. Now students, same as we have used few, a few, the few, we have to use elder, eldest, older, oldest. Now see the meaning of elder and eldest. Elder and eldest, these two words we are using for close family relations. Okay. Elder and eldest, these two words we are using with close family relationships. And older and oldest, these two words we are using for persons and things. Now see the first example. Nina is my elder sister. Elder sister means bigger sister. Okay. Bigger in the sense the biggest one. Nina is my elder sister. Means she is elder than me. His eldest son is an IAS officer. His eldest son is an IAS officer. Then third one is, Raman is older than Radha. Here older in the sense older in the age. Okay, Raman is older than Radha. And fourth one, this is the oldest. This is the oldest mosque in the city. Okay, this is the oldest mosque in the city. So here oldest means very old. Okay. So like this we are using elder and eldest, older and oldest. Have you understood? Now see the examples. Question number H. Use few, a few, the few, elder, eldest, older. Okay. Now see the first sentence. Dash dash people are honest these days. So we will write here few. Correct answer is few. Few people are honest these days. Now see the second one. The dash dash lady in the village died yesterday. So we will write here eldest or older. The older lady. The older lady in the village died yesterday. Students, see the third sentence. My parents have dash dash friends in this city. My parents have a few friends. So you have to write here a few friends. Okay. So listen here students, one thing I want to tell you in the second sentence. The dash dash lady in the village died yesterday. It means that we are talking about the lady who is very older in the village. Okay, so you have to write the answer older here. Okay, the older lady in the village died yesterday. Okay, now as I have told you, my parents have few friends in this city. Now the next one, fourth one, the dash dash professors who attended the seminar were not satisfied. Okay, here we will use the elder. The elder professors who attended the seminar were not satisfied. So we will write here elder. E-L-D-E-R, elder. Okay. Elder professors who attended the seminar were not. Fifth sentence, my grandmother is the dash dash member in our family. So here you have to write down oldest. My grandmother is the oldest member in our family. Okay. So have you understood? Now students, see question number I. Fill in the blanks with correct words. So the first sentence is who is dash dash kind, Rahul or Rakesh, and the options are given here more, comma, most. So you have to use one word from this. Who is, so we will write here more. Who is more kind, Rahul or Rakesh. Now see the second sentence. Meera is my dash dash sister. So we will write here elder. E-L-D-E-R. Meera is my elder sister. The father has dash dash concern for his children. So here we have to write down a little. Okay, a little concern for his children. Dash dash into bracket few, oblique a few, sweets are still left. So the correct answer is a few. A few sweets are still left. Now fifth one, the Ambanis have dash dash into bracket much, many, money to spare. So here we will use much. Okay, we can't say like this. The Ambanis have many money. So it is wrong. So we have to say the Ambanis have much money to spare. Then sixth one, we should respect our elders. This is the correct answer. Okay. Now next, seventh one, few oblique a few. Weeks ago we had dash dash little a little rain. So the correct answer is a few. So you have to underline a few weeks ago we had a little rain. And the eighth one is the Burj Khalifa still the dash dash into bracket tallest tower in the world? Okay. So the correct answer is the Burj Khalifa still the tallest? Here you have to write down tallest tower in the world. Okay. So now see the next sentence. See the ninth one. In England, the dash dash into bracket elder or eldest son of the king or queen is the heir to the throne. So which is the correct option? Eldest. So we will write here eldest and underline. 10th one is the motorist who is badly injured has dash dash into bracket little or a little hope left. So we have to write here little. Okay. So the sentence will be like this: the motorist who is badly injured has little hope left. Okay. He can survive, but there is little hope of his survival. Okay. So have you understood? Here we have completed comparison of adjectives, and along with that we have also studied how to use few, a few, or the few, little, a little, the little, elder, eldest, older, oldest. Okay. So these are also the adjectives that we are using in the sentence. So I hope that you have understood it very well. So here I would like to stop, and now students, we are going to continue our next lesson, that is suffix and prefixes. Okay. So are you ready? I am making hurry, or I am finishing this portion very hurriedly because I have to complete your portion, because you already got your timetable and syllabus also. We have to complete that portion or the syllabus very fast, but I am not doing it very fast, but then also we have to make some hurry. So that's why I am just continuing that lesson. The name of the lesson is prefix and suffix. Okay. So are you ready to continue? Then why are you waiting for? Let's move forward. Students, we are going to learn one more interesting lesson, and the name of that lesson or the name of that topic is prefix and suffixes. So students, first of all I would like to tell you what is the meaning of prefix. Now pre means previously and fix means fixing the word. It means that when there is a word happy, this is the primary word. Okay. Happy is the primary word, and when I am adding or when I am fixing onto this word, that new word becomes unhappy. New word is formed and that word is unhappy. So prefixes means when the primary word is given here and we have to add some words before that primary word, okay, or some alphabets before that primary word, it becomes the prefix. Okay. It means that we are fixing the word previously, and so it is known as the prefix. Then suffix. What is the meaning of suffix? Suffix is when I am using this word use. Okay. Use is the primary word, basic word, and when I am adding some words after this word, then it becomes the suffixes. Okay, it becomes the suffix. So this is the example of prefix, and this is the example of suffix. So students, you have to keep in your mind that whenever we are adding some words before the word, it becomes prefix. It is known as prefix. And when we are adding some words after the main word, it becomes the suffix. So I hope you have understood what is the difference between prefix and suffix, and what is the meaning of prefix and what is the meaning of suffix. So students, word formation is a very interesting thing. By that we can form new words, one word or more words with the help of the primary word. Okay, so when as I have explained you, we can make new words with the help of prefix and suffixes, and that is very easy, as I have told you how to make suffix and how to make prefix. Okay, so now we are going to study some more words of prefixes and suffixes. So just keep on watching. We are going to study it now. Students, as I have explained you the meaning of prefix. Pre means before and fix means fixing the word. When the primary word is given and we are adding some word before that primary word, it becomes the prefix. For example, you can see here, polite becomes impolite when we add the syllable I am here. Okay, impolite, then it becomes impolite. It is the prefix here. Fortune becomes misfortune when we add MIS to this word. Okay, and complete becomes incomplete when we add the syllable IN to this word. Okay, so like this, these are the example of prefixes. Okay, polite becomes impolite, fortune becomes misfortune, complete becomes incomplete. So have you understood how we have formed the prefixes? Now we are moving towards the suffixes. What is the meaning of suffix? How to form suffix? I have already given you a slightly hint of how to form suffixes. Then also I am going to explain you in detail now. So let's watch. Students, see the use of suffix. How to form suffix? Now suffix are formed when we add some words or some syllables to the end of the primary word. For example, success. When we are writing the primary word success and adding FUL to that word, okay, it becomes the suffix, successful. Then arrive, we are adding AN, arrival, then it becomes the suffix. King becomes kingdom when we are adding DOM to this word. So this is the suffix that we have added to this primary word. The main word is king and we have added to make suffix, we have added here DOM, so it becomes the kingdom. New word is formed here, kingdom, and that is the suffix. So have you understood, students? In short, we can say that prefix are the head of the word and suffix are the tail of the word. Head, why I am saying head? Because it comes before the word. Okay, prefix means the syllables, some syllables that are added to the primary word before the primary word, and suffix means when we are adding some syllables or some words at the end of the word, it becomes the suffix. So have you understood? Now we are going to see some more examples. Okay, let's see. I have written some words over on the board. First column is prefix, second is primary word, and third is new word. Now see, when the primary word is visible here, what is the primary word here? Visible. And when we are adding some words before this word, that is in, if we are adding into this word and we do addition of these two words, okay? In simple language, I can say like this. When we are doing addition of this word, the new word is formed, and that is invisible, okay? And invisible is a new word that we have got by adding the prefix in. So have you understood? Like this, when the primary word is happy and we are adding on to this word, that is the prefix, we have got here new word unhappy, okay? So the new word we have got here unhappy by adding prefix onto the word happy. Then next word is sense, okay? So when we add some words before this word, that is prefix non, we have got here new word nonsense, okay? That is the new word we have got. Then when the primary word is connect and we are adding this to this word, that is the prefix, we are getting here disconnect, okay? So that is the new word we have got here, okay? Now primary word is able here, and we have to add en, that is the prefix, and we are getting a new word here, enabled. So have you followed how we have how we can form new words by adding prefixes to the primary word, okay? So that is very easy and you can do it in a wink of your eye, okay? It is very easy. Now like this we are going to study suffixes, how to form suffixes, okay? So let's move.